Hello everybody, MD Polo here. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to make a quick video about the Springfield Hellcat on your right and the SIG P365, but we're going to do it a bit different because I received several private messages from viewers like you asking me not just what I thought about the gun as far as a review or the specs or what I liked about it, but they wanted to know what I didn't like about both of these pistols. So this is going to be the last video that I do on the Springfield Hellcat, and here we go. So the Hellcat on your right and both guns have been safety checked, of course. So you got the Springfield Hellcat, and there's so many videos about that, comparing the two of them. But specifically, what don't I like about the Hellcat? Well, for a carry pistol, one of the things that I like is to have night sights, but not just in the front, also in the rear. So for a carry pistol, I'm not sure why Springfield did not put, tritium dots or something back here so we can have a 3-dot sight or a way to reference the rear sight if the gun had to be deployed in the dark. I don't want to get into an argument about, well, you shouldn't be pointing your gun at something in the dark if you can't see what it is. I know about all that. I still feel more comfortable as a point of reference to know what axis my gun is at if I have a point of reference in the back. So I would have liked to really have seen some dots, 2 dots in the rear as well. Also, the front sight is so high vis, which I like very much, that and this is nothing but personal experience, personal opinion, your thoughts may vary. Sorry about the light there, I'm not sure why the camera is doing that. But even though I like the U-notch to shoot in the range, I find it distracting from the high-vis front. I really would have liked to have seen this blacked out with just 2 little tritium dots in the back. So regarding sights, that is my main complaint there regarding the Hellcat. Everything else, the slide, the finish has been holding up really well. You see a lot of complaints online about the trigger and that the trigger, the dingus here is sticking. I haven't experienced that at all. Any problems with a shoe. I've got about 800 rounds, 850 rounds through it, which is not a ton, but I have not experienced any of those problems. The grip feels just fine in my hand, and again, this is nothing but how it feels to me. Your mileage, of course, will vary. Is in my hand, it just feels tremendously blocky and not very comfortable. Neither one of these guns is going to be comfortable to shoot. They're small pistols and they are going to beat you up. That's what they're supposed to do. It's a pistol to defend your life at close quarters. It's not a bullseye shooting gun, as you well know. So you are going to feel the recoil on both of these pistols. This one, however, it beats you up a little bit more than the P365. So I find the P365 more comfortable to shoot within what they're meant to be than the Hellcat. It's just a little too blocky and it doesn't mold into my hand as well as the P365. The other thing is the grip angle. The way the beaver tail is designed and the grip angle for me, whenever I grip it, I like the gun my hand to be pushed into the beaver tail so I can get a good grip on it. And for some reason the Hellcat, when I grip it, if you can see, it moves my hand away and down from the beaver tail instead of into it. And we'll take a look at the P365 and you see what I'm talking about. Some complaints that you hear online as well is that with a 13-round mag that it rattles. That's pretty dumb in my opinion because most of them rattle. If you look at the P365, and of course this one is unloaded as well, is if you insert the 12-round mag, it's going to rattle as well. The Hellcat, yes, it's going to rattle. Most of the pistols that I have, unless you're getting into the high-quality 1911s and other guns at that caliber, they are going to rattle when the mag is empty. However, both of them, once loaded and this spring is under tension, they don't rattle at all. So I think that's ridiculous when people are complaining about the rattling of the mags on the Hellcat. So my complaints are the sights, as I mentioned before. It's a little too blocky for me. It's not very comfortable. And I don't like that the grip angle, it pushes the beaver tail away from my hand. Those are really the only complaints that I have about the Hellcat. Otherwise, it's been flawless. I haven't had one malfunction with a Hellcat through 850 rounds. 800, 850, I think it's closer to 850. No problems at all. The finish is holding pretty good. It's starting to show some holster wear, and I'm not sure if you can see it. You can see some of the shiny spots right here, and I'm not one to sit there and just play with it all day, holster on holster, draw from concealment, and just beat it up. It's just basically taking it to the range and doing and transporting it in the car, and it's starting to show somewhere. And again, it's hard to tell here, but the shiny spots in the corners. You can see some there along the line here. But that's really as far as the Hellcat is concerned. So no real complaints, no problems. It's been really good. P365, what I was mentioning to you earlier, the grip. You see how when you grab it, my hand just goes into the little, it's a much smaller beaver tail, but it just moves right into it and it holds it. The P365 feels a lot more comfortable in my hand. Although the one thing I can say is I wish the grip was a little bit thicker. Now I'm getting, it's your wish list. How would you make it if you were making this gun? But I would like the grip to be in between this, and that's where the grip of the 365 XL comes in. And you can swap this grip module for the 365 XL, have the shorter barrel, the shorter slide with the XL grip, which is a little bit bigger than this. So I've got that on order, and I think that's going to make this perfect. Now the one thing that I am complaining about the 365, and it's specific to this sample of one, is that even though the sights look good here, in the dark the night sights have died. They're very, very dim. And this pistol has a born on date of November 2018. I contacted SIG, and they said that this pistol has all the rolling changes, all the latest upgrades that SIG came up with. So this shouldn't be happening. So their customer service was very good. They responded right away and sent me a return authorization. So the gun is going back to them so they can take a look at the sights. And then the other thing they're going to take a look at is, here is the 10 round mag. So if you look at the 10 round mag, let's see if I can get this light to cooperate. On this side, it's starting to show rust. Some rust spots. Now, I'm in Indiana, and even though the summers are hot, we don't have the humidity that you have in Florida. I don't carry it against my skin very much, and every time I go to the range, I clean my guns. I take care of my equipment. So why I'm getting these rust spots, I just don't understand. So this is going back to SIG as well. I wanted to take a look at it. And the other thing, oops, sorry about the focus there. The other thing that I wanted them to take a look at is the 12 round mag. If you can see there, something's rubbing against that spot right here, and it actually has made an indentation on the mag. You see that? And I don't know what's causing that. I have not dropped this. I have not thrown it against rocks and doing all kinds of tactical stuff with throwing the mags after I doing a mag change. This is just from normal range use, and I'm not sure what's going on there. But as far as complaint, and SIG was very good about it. Like I said, they responded right away, and they're going to take a look at it and take care of it. So but as far as complaints, what I don't like about the P365 is very little. I like the pistol. I like the way it shoots. It's more comfortable to shoot than the Hellcat. I think the trigger is better than the Hellcat. I get night sights front and back, although I do like the high vis of the Hellcat. And with extended mags, 13+1, 12+1, so you're not sacrificing too much to carry this. It's personal preference. So much of what we talk about is just personal preference. You need to get them in your hand and see what feels good to you. But to address the questions that I had, what I don't like about the Hellcat, it's not much, but that's what is. So I hope this video was helpful in answering your questions. If it doesn't apply to you, then you can click the thumbs up, the thumbs down, whatever you wish. But I wanted to make sure that I got back to the viewers that requested this video. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for sticking through it. And like always, please remember to subscribe and click the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. And until the next one, God bless.